Aw, animals. Dumbo to the rescue. 4 days of heavy rain in Nepal led to flash floods and landslides that resulted in at least 70 people dying. Around 600 tourists were also left stranded after the Rapti River overflowed south of Kathmandu. Luckily for them, the pachyderms of Chitwan National Park are on it. The park's elephants marched alongside tractor-trailers on Sunday to rescue some 300 stranded tourists. The gentle giants went back a second time on Monday, transporting the rest of the victims to safety. Chitwan National Park is home to more than 600 rhinos and elephants, and fared much better than another park in India's Assam state, which was also beset by floods. Kaziranga National Park has the world's largest population of endangered one-horned rhinos, but the animals had to be moved to higher ground after floods submerged nearly 90% of the park in water. These heroic animals are top-notch.
Sometimes animals exhibit more humanity than people do. Case in point, a dog named Pui rescued a newborn baby after finding her at a dump site in Thara, Thailand. Pui was sniffing around the local dump site when he came across an interesting white plastic bag. He decided to bring the bag back to his master's home, where he put it down and began barking loudly for attention. Pui's owner's niece came downstairs to see what he was barking about. She was shocked to find an infant baby inside the bag and called out to her mother for help. The baby girl was rushed to the hospital, where doctors weighed her at 2.2 kilograms, saying she was born prematurely. Pui received a leather collar and medal from the local Red Cross chapter for his heroic deed.
Footage shows family cats save a little boy from a vicious dog attack. This is the video that's turning conventional wisdom on its head. For years, mankind has counted on canines for help in many ways. They rescue us when we're stuck, help the less fortunate get around, and even go into battle with us against the forces of evil. Which is why our reliable, cuddly canine buddies became known as man's best friend. But no more. As you can see from this video, 4-year-old Jeremy Triantafilio was just minding his own business, happily riding his bike outside his Bakersfield home, when the devil dog struck. This bad doggy snuck up from behind the family car and took a chunk out of the boy's leg. But then, this happened. Here comes Tara the fearless wonder cat, closely followed by Mom. The attack left Jeremy with a nasty wound to his lower leg that required stitches. The dirty mutt, meanwhile, is in custody and, according to police, will be euthanized in the next few days. Tara the cat has now become a hero after her brave actions struck a blow for feline kind. Good kitty!
Heroic dog saves owner's life. 2017 started out horribly for one Michigan man who spent New Year's Day injured and helpless in the snow. Luckily, it was man's best friend to the rescue. At 10:30 p.m. on December 31st, Bob ran out to get another log for his fire when he slipped and fell on the ice, breaking his neck. Unable to move, he screamed for help, but with the nearest neighbor a quarter mile away, it was his golden retriever Kelsey that ran to his side. The temperature dipped to freezing, but Kelsey stayed by Bob, barking for help and licking his face and hands to keep him warm. The 64-year-old lost consciousness, but Kelsey's howling eventually got the attention of a neighbor, who finally discovered Bob 20 hours later. He was rushed to the hospital, where a doctor performed emergency surgery to save him. Now recovering nicely, Bob claims he owes his life to two heroes, his dog and his doctor.
Pitbull saves boy from deadly swarm of bees. A heroic pitbull rescued an 8-year-old Oregon City boy from a swarm of bees after she dragged him to safety by the leg of his pants. Jesse Cole Shaver was playing with his older sister and some friends near a creek down an embankment behind their apartment complex when one of the kids stepped on a rotten log and unleashed a swarm of bees. Jesse was stuck at the bottom of the hill and stung 24 times as the other kids were able to run to safety. That's when Hades, their pit bull, came to the rescue and raced down the embankment and grabbed Jesse by his pant leg and hauled him up the hill. Hades saw me and came, and she dragged me up to the grass and stopped and let me crawl on her back and took me to my mom, Jesse said. Jesse's older sister, Jasmine Jones, was stung 5 times and had to use an EpiPen because she's allergic to bees. Both kids were taken to the hospital for treatment and were released a few hours later.
Sword-wielding toilet paper thief taken down by police dog. A 37-year-old man was arrested on Tuesday for stealing several items, including toilet paper, from an office in Milwaukee, Oregon, after a sheriff's canine subdued him. Suspect Timothy Nelson was spotted throwing toilet paper, DVDs, and a vacuum cleaner over a fence at a State Farm insurance office on S.E. Rusk Road around 2:30 a.m. When police arrived, they found the back door of the office building was broken and Nelson was hiding inside. Nelson allegedly refused to come out, prompting the officers to send in Kilo, a sheriff's office K9. Kilo found Nelson and tried to wrangle him from his hideout. A struggle ensued, and Nelson tried to stab Kilo several times with a large knife that looked like a samurai sword. He missed and was bitten by Kilo in the process. Police disarmed Nelson and arrested him. Nelson has been charged with burglary, attempted assault of a police animal, and resisting arrest.